Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you 10 rapid fire things that you didn't know about DDO or may not have noted or may not have known. And then afterwards, we're going to do a poll to see if anybody learned anything. All right. I'm going to try to do this in all one breath. Number 1, did you know that you can move your enhancement panels not by moving, unsetting and resetting? Did you know you can just click and drag the little icon to move your enhancement panels around? Oh my God, you can't move your racial panel around because that's fixed to the left. The only reason you need to use the unset and reset is if there's a panel you're looking for that's not already there. If you're trying to move around what's already there, just click and drag the little icon, bada bing, bada boom. You could actually just drag it over into the pane itself too, and that will move it. Thing number 2 that you may not have known about DDO, did you know that Reaper Core Enhancements 2 through 6 were always on, even outside of Reaper mode? So like here, for example, where you get 100 hit points and +1 to all saves, always on, even outside of Reaper mode, and a point of con and a caster stat and dex or strength and 500 spell points and 20 more hit points and +1 to all saves and yada yada yada. Cores 2 through 6 are always functioning even outside of Reaper mode. This stuff up top only in Reaper mode, core 1 only in Reaper mode, cores 2 through 6 always on. Number 3 that you may not have known about DDO. Did you know that you can split the stack of something just by holding down the control button and then clicking and dragging the stack, and then you can separate however many you want? You can also hold down the control button to buy quantities of things. So let's say you wanted to buy a quantity of, spell components. You don't have to sit there and, click it over and over and over. You can just hold down the control key and enter whatever quantity you want. Bada bing, bada boom. Number 5. Did you know that you can dump your bags into shared crafting storage? Yes, that's right. You can just click and drag your bag into shared crafting storage, and it will dump the contents of the bag into shared crafting storage. Bada bing, bada boom. The things that are bound to character will stay in the bag, but everything else will just get dumped into shared crafting storage. If the bag itself is unbound, and you click and drag the bag into your shared bank, it'll dump the bag with its contents intact into the bank. But if you click and drag it over shared crafting storage, it's dumping out all of your Halloween candy on your bed. Number 6. Did you know that you can hold down the block key to disable Featherfall? That was just added this year, folks. That was like the best quality of life thing that happened this year, and I love it. Hold down block to temporarily disable Featherfall. Okay, number 7. Did you know that you can save and load your UI layout? So if your layout gets messed up or something like that, or like you've just reincarnated and you don't want to put everything back in its place, you could just type /UI space layout space load space, and then whatever name. Boom. It all goes back to where it's supposed to be. You're going to have to save it first. If you can't remember that command, that's okay. Just type /help. And there's every chat command you can do in the game. Bada bing, bada boom, including the UI layout thing right there. Usage /UI space layout space save or load. You got to save it first. And then whatever you want to call it. Probably just your character's name, but call it whatever you want to call it. Number 8, did you know that there was a plethora of monster manual rewards that you have to actually go in and manually collect? Yes, you all know about the experience rewards. Those are auto-granted, and those reset every life. But there's also account deeds and mastery rewards that you have to go in and manually collect. And there may be things like astral shards, treasure hunter elixirs, companion certificates, and mysterious remnants up the wazoo. And if you didn't know that, you need to go line by line to every entry, and you're looking for a glowing green box around the account deeds and the mastery rewards. These do not reset on reincarnation. If you see a glowing green box around any of the account deeds or mastery rewards, that means there is a reward there for the taking, and all you got to do is click on it to get the reward. So go through every line, look for those glowing green boxes. Bada bing, bada boom. You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. Number 9, did you know that you can examine it and lock an item on your screen? Like, how you hover over it and then it's so big it doesn't fit on your screen, then you got to wait for it to scroll. Did you know you can just click on the item, click the gears down here, hit examine, and then lock it that will keep it up there, and then you can click on other things without it, you know, leaving, and then you can freely scroll through the item without having to wait for it to scroll. Okay, and you can even do a side-by-side. Let's say I want to compare two weapons. I can just click that, hit examine, boom, lock it. Now I can compare two items side by side. You can really put as many items as you can fit on your screen. Lock it, boom. And that's how you do a two-way and a three-way, or a side-by-side comparison of items. Cacao. And number 10, did you know that you can now very easily obtain a ring of spell storing or any of the rare items from the Sands of Manectran Explorer Zone? Yes, that's right. Using those antique bronze tokens that fall all over the place in Manectran, you can now buy any of the rare items from the Wilderness chest, including the Ring of Spell Storing. So no more farming General Tanak's chest. You can just go to Masai Makembe here in Masai Imports in fabulous Zawabi's Refuge, and you can purchase any item you want from the Wilderness Zone for antique bronze tokens. And as a bonus, did you know that you can now make your Ring of Spell Storing epic very quickly and easily? See, you want a Wolf Whistle, you want some Firestorm Greaves, you want a Flint, you want a Tinder, you want any of this stuff, and it was all updated recently, you know, in the last year or so, and it's way better. See, you can get a Ring of Spell Storing for 625 of those antique bronze tokens, bada bing, bada boom. Then you're going to take your Ring of Spell Storing over to the epic altar in the 12, and you're going to make it epic, not with the shard of Ring of Spell Storing, because they did away with the Scroll Seal shard system. Now it's very easy. All you need is 50 pack ingredients from the Sands of Manectran. That's super easy to get. If you have the old Scroll Seal shards, you can trade them in for the new pack ingredients. Bada bing, bada boom. Epic Ring of Spell Storing that used to be one of the rarest items in the game. Now very easy to acquire and make, and you can even make a legendary version of it now very quickly and easily at the legendary altar. And you can have both the epic and legendary Ring of Spell Storing in your inventory, and that's like having 8 major mana pots. And if you don't know how to do that, I'll get you a video link. Bada bing, bada boom. 10 things you may not have known about DDO. And now I want to know, how many things did you learn just now?